in this game, Milena took black, Maxim took white. We already don't see Tengen as the first move by Milena, which was which we were seeing for many seasons of IGLO. Colm Joseki here, then black grabs the corner, yes. I think that it might be a good idea to play here. The corner is quite big. But also should be possible to just play on the outside like Maxim did. So Joseki, all makes sense. Right now, black has a possibility of playing them a bit more old school variation. This move, I know that we might be afraid of starting this flying dagger variation, and we sure should be afraid because white has already a supporting stone around here, so it would be unreasonable to go into a difficult fight. But black has this more peaceful option, that other Joseki, which was popular in 2017 and 2018. Afterwards, everyone started to play that cut, but we can also cut on the other side. Or if we are afraid, then we can start with this Hanem and then play that cut. White extends, we connect. Basically, white needs to add a move. If white does not, well, then where does white play? First of all, this ladder does not work for white, but all right, let's say white plays on the top. But even if white can capture black, it is still maybe a good result for black. Black dies in the corner, but black gets really a lot on the outside. Oh, sorry for going so many moves ahead. So I was talking about this move. What white usually does is that connection, but then black can also play here, and it's a peaceful variation. Maybe we could say that white's shape is a little bit over concentrated. Or black has also other options. Black can try to start a fight like this, or play this move. It is actually, it might be the best one. White cannot capture the stone because this is terrible for white. White needs to play like that. And black looks so strange, crawling on the second line, but the helping stone is very close. So I think that this might be the best option for black. Yeah, this was an option, but black simply pulled back, also possible, and then lived in the corner. Also makes sense, yes. We might try to create an algae in white shape, but does it make sense when white already has supporting stones? Well, I am not sure. So I think that the moves from the game were also very good. Calm opening. Where is the next big move? I think I would also opt for the top right corner. If white goes out there, then our stone at N17 might be in trouble, but maybe we can also play from above. Not sure which is better. This kick should be also good. If white tries to go out, we can simply enclose white. So yeah, good idea. I think that more common answer to such a shoulder hit is an answer from this side. Just good to remember. Good to remember this. And then we might play, for example, like that. Yeah. If we crawled, it's also possible, of course, but then what should we do? Maybe we can split white with such a move. Maybe, if we don't feel over concentrated. Black played this one. I think that this is rarely seen. Giving white another outside stone for the sake of getting a few more points. I think if I was white, I would continue like this. White focused a bit more on building the bottom side, but this cut is actually quite big, so I would be satisfied as black to cut off that stone, and well, now black builds a big box on the right side. White goes up, black answers very simply, yes. White jumps, also makes sense. Black jumps, yes, of course. Area on the, like move on the border of the area of two areas, of black's area and white's area. White starts an attack on black's group. Of course, also makes sense. We already played at f6. We are already attacking that group. So now we try to get points using that stone at f6. What should black do? So black decided to run out. And this is generally a good guideline that if your group is weak, then the first thing you should think of doing is running out. It has many advantages to run out. Your group still can have influence on what is happening in the center of the board, in the whole board. If you just hide, create a base, get enclosed, then that group doesn't affect anything else on the board. It splits your opponent. It breaks the line of stones of your opponent, which might be used for creating moyo, and it also might let you attack your opponent's stones. So it's a good idea. But here, is any of these reasons really valid? I am not sure. I am not sure, because white is already strong on both sides. And if we run out but we fail to make a base, then white might get more stones, which will help white to build moyos by attacking our group. If this diagnosis is precise, if it is correct, then maybe it's better to simply make base. This might be an how to say an exception from the general rule. But not sure if this is an exception. Maybe better to go out. Black goes out, white hides here, and then black played this bamboo joint. I am not sure if this was the best idea. Maybe better to play here. And if white plays Hane, we can counter Hane and go out with quite a good shape. White got more points on the left side, but we get a nice head of that group, which reduces white's area on the bottom. Like this, we give white a very useful stone. And now I'm afraid that slowly it becomes disadvantageous for black to run out with that group. Still, black doesn't have two eyes, right? If black tries to make two eyes, it's still impossible. So, yeah, so white now attacks black, and black needs to run because it's already not possible to make a base. So maybe better to start with making base. Maybe this kick. And then we are free to reduce white's area with whatever move we like. Because it's already not connected at all to our weak group. Our weak group is already alive. It is there living on the left side. But like this, we will need to take care of that group, and white already takes fourth line territory on the left side and gets more stones helping to enclose the bottom side. I think this was a bad idea by black, and now the game becomes maybe better for white, or maybe even because it was better for black, I guess, after black cut off white's stone on the right side. Yeah, then such moves, I think that fight is more important. White should still harass. Black will not have courage to right now ignore white's move. And white can get quite a few useful stones by attacking black. White can destroy black's potential of making moyo. So this was not as urgent to play on the top as it was urgent to play in the center of the board. But black still answers, oh, no, 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 of course not. Black shouldn't do it. Black should expand the area. Then white blocks, yes, makes sense. And black is in danger. Black needs to take care of the group on the left side, but also black doesn't want to lose that potential on the right side. But yeah, we cannot do two things in the same time, unfortunately. I wonder why not ladder? We don't want to give black this many points? Come on. Black doesn't want to give us this big strength. The group is still not alive, the group of black on the left side. So this was a bad decision because it leaves weaknesses in white's shape. Black still needs to take care of that group, and white can simply capture the stone. White did not. White plays a bit too too aggressive, I think. But well, yeah, finally white captured that stone and goes into black's area. So I think that the game became good for white. It should be, right? Like maybe white doesn't need such an aggressive move, even though, well, it looked like a good play, but this would be much more secure. Like this, black managed to find a cut, yeah. But anyway, white reduced black's areas significantly, and I think that it should be a good game for white. Now white jumped. This is a very silly mistake, very funny one. Of course, white should play here. Like this, white finishes with 2 more points than like this. How come white played this funny move? Why did it happen? Well, white simply confused the shape with another shape. If white has a stone at L3 instead of K3, then indeed playing at M2 is better, because then black doesn't have a center continuation. Black's continuation is Gote, which means that white can count on getting N1 in center. Black needs to connect. So we finish with 2 more points. But if the stone is further, then of course black can continue in center and we finish with 2 points less. Yeah, this was funny. But the game continues. And here Milena found a beautiful Tesuji. So we will see it in a moment. Basically, when black played here, white should have connected like this and played this one. We can quickly count points. So now everyone does it in their head. I will not paint anything on the board, or will I? Okay, I will, because it might be difficult to see how to count points. The most important advice in counting points, try to see tens. So 2 times 5 is 10. 10, 20, 35, 45, 50. Plus a few, 55. 65, 75, 80. White has 80 points. Was it long? No, it was very easy. 80 points. White has 80 points. Let's remember it. 80 points plus Komi, of course. 86.5. And now black. Should be also easy. 3 times 19. There are 3 stones of black here, but 3 points additional there. There is one stone here, but let's say 1 here and then 3 more. So 3 times 20. 3 times 20, 60 points. 65, 70. And here, 80. So it looks like an even game. But white has a potential of capturing these 2 stones, right? But it's black's turn. It's black's turn. So black will play certainly somewhere around here. White will be forced to answer. So it seems like this is an even game, actually. I thought that it should be better for white, but our quick counting suggests that it is quite close. If it's quite close, then it's extremely important for white to not make such silly mistakes and lose 2 points around here. But from the flow of the game, I feel that rather white should be a little ahead. So I don't know. But in the game, white unfortunately made a mistake. Played here, trying to get more points. Can you see what Milena did prepare here? Cut. Maxim didn't expect that move. Maybe Maxim expected such a move which doesn't cause any trouble, but this cut is a genius Tesuji. If white plays like this, then all those stones are cut off, and of course black wins the game. So white played this one, but then black connects, and can white live on the inside? Well, it seems white can. White played this, but then white cannot continue like that. What white can do is to play here. Black plays the Atari, and white actually can make life. White can still make life. However, maybe let's start with this one to not leave any RG behind. Black can play like this, like that, and capture 5 stones. So this is for sure enough to win this game, because the game was quite close already before. If white understood how serious the situation is, then white should have really spent all Byoyomi white has to find the best way of living and not play just by intuition. Maybe this move gives life. Actually, there is another Tesuji, but it might not work, right? But anyway, it must have seemed for white like the sure way to make life. But if white played it within a few seconds, then of course white should have spent more time and understand that we need to start with this move. And if black destroys our either, then only then we play that move. Or maybe we can also consider playing around here, making an eye like this. Or if black continues in this way, then we might live like that. Or actually, this becomes a ko. So yeah, if it's a ko, it's not good for white. So we should play like this, and then the move from the game. And if black continues with that one, then we can actually make life, luckily. Milena saw it, so you see, Milena played precisely here. She didn't play that one, which looks like a Tsuji, but it's a fake Tsuji. But she played this one. She found the actual Tsuji. And if white continued like this, maybe still the game was not lost. Maybe still it was possible to win this game for white. All right, very good lesson. And let's move to the next game. Let's move on.